All right, now to find the proportion between two raw scores when both are below or both are above the mean. Again, we start with the same data. There's a mean of 71, a standard deviation of 40. The question is, if Tony received a 55 and Rhonda received a 66, what proportion of people scored between Tony and Rhonda? Step 1 is the same, draw a graph. Step 2 is the same. Calculate the z-scores. In this case, we calculate two z-scores, a negative 1.14 and a negative 0.36. Step 3 is the same. Put the z-scores on the graph. There they are right there. Step 4 is shade. There we go. We shade the area. Step 5, go to the z-table. All right, now this one's a little trickier because we're not going to find the answers right from the z-table. Because notice what we have here. For this z-score, column 2 goes from here to here, and column 3 goes from the z to the end. And for this z-score, column 2 goes from the z to the mean, and column 3 goes from the z to the end. Now there's actually at least 3 ways of doing this problem. The simplest way is, quite frankly, to start with the two column 2's. See if you can figure this out. If you take this column 2, watch me now, from here to here, and we subtract this column 2 from here to here, won't that leave us the shaded area? It will. And that's exactly how we solve this problem right here. Column 2 for the first z is 0.3729. Column 2 for the second one is 0.1406. We subtract 0.1406 from 0.3729 and we get 2.2323. That is the proportion between Tony's and Rhonda's scores. Now, let me show you one other thing before we move on. We could have used the column 3's. We could have taken this column 3z from here to the tail and subtracted this column 3z from here to the tail. You see how if we subtracted this little one from the big one, we would have ended up with this shaded area. That's a second way of doing it. Another kind of crazy way to do it is we could take this column 2, this column 3, add them together, and subtract them from 0.5000. See if you can figure out how that works. Anyway, that's how we solve this problem.